Hello everybody and welcome to the 15th episode of Women in Testing. I am Swati Sharma, having 3+ years of experience in software testing. I am very excited today because in this video I am going to present my thought on a very interesting topic, that is automation is good to have or a must have. Maybe you have heard from testers talk about things like test automation. I have my thoughts on the basis of my experience that I'll discuss in this video. But before going any further, what is test automation? So tests are simply the scripts that are running against our code or features that we built in. Just like we execute scenarios and then we see if our results meets what we expected. If the results matched up, it tells us that something is right and it raises the flag. Now we call them automated tests because they can easily be run by computer. It can run thousands of test cases in a matter of moment. So test automation uses the assistance of tool, script, software to perform test cases by predefined actions. Now coming to straight point, test automation is all the rage. Yes, exploratory testing is important. Testers have certain skills that many developers do not have, but the fact is that automation testing continues to rise. Here's why gaining experience in automation testing skill is quality assurance career must if you want to remain marketable as a tester, and what technical skills and automation tool you require if you are just getting started with test automation. As I'm a fan of test automation, I'll tell you about my personal experience. Before getting started with test automation, I was very confused about where to start. But when you start, you learn more and more with practice. And in that period of time, I came to know that automation testing is not auto magic. Obviously, you will ask your tool to test your script, and it needs patience, feasibility to think about what to automate, when to automate, how to automate, what can be automatable, selecting the right tool for automation, and also a good extent of programming knowledge. Test automation is a great way of confirming that application still functions properly when the changes are made to it. Test automation has many benefits like faster feedback cycle, improved accuracy, it saves time of team, it reduces business expenses, and many more. And these benefits tells us why automation testing is trending in every testing industry. When we talk about rising demands, the demands of automation testing continues to grow, and many teams are completely eliminating manual testers and hire test professionals with test automation skills. This is partly due to continuing shifting towards the agile development that stresses test automation with continuous integration. Nowadays, every testing industry requires testers like any technology professionals to be open to learning new skills, willing to grow and change with times. I have seen many debates in LinkedIn where testers are defending like, let manual testers be manual testers. Don't try to turn manual testers towards data entry clerks. Whatever your views towards the importance of manual testing, there is no denying that automation testing is trending in industry, and every industry is heavily trending towards automation testing. Now the question comes, do testers need to become programmers? Actually, having some programming knowledge or programming experience will always help a software tester. Even a tester with no automated testing can also benefit from understanding programming techniques and terminology. If a tester has the exposure of coding practices, he can better communicate with development team. To conclude with my thought, I just want to say that automation testing is important but not essential, and I also want to request all the managers and leaders who are hearing me out there, if you want efficient automation in your team, if you want effective automation in your team, you have to be cognizant about the fact that implementation and maintainability of the automation require patience. It requires its own sweet time and consistent effort towards right direction. So empower your team and have patience. Thank you.
Hello guys, I'm Riddhi Parmar from Vadodara. It's in Gujarat. I have 2.7 years of experience as a software QA. I hope all of you are doing well. Today I'll be sharing my thoughts regarding the topic automation is must have or good to have. So first I want to discuss why we are using automation, because it saves time, it improves accuracy, but improves accuracy in what sense? So we are human beings, we are bound to make mistakes during manual testing, especially testing complex use cases. Faults can occur. On the other hand, automated tests can execute tests with 100% accuracy, as they produce the same result every time you run them. Then it increases the test coverage of your product, and yes, it eliminates the risk of human error. There are a lot of benefits related to automation, but I must say that it has lots of benefits, that it also comes with certain limitations, right? Because we are used to thinking that something which gives us a lot of benefit, that it is okay if it has some limitations. It's a normal human mentality. Anyways, so yes, automation does have limitation, as well as manual also has the same. People always say that automation is better than manual, but I must say that we do not need to compare them, because both are just different stages. So here I want to clarify that I'm considering manual testing as a first stage and automation testing as a one stage ahead for testers. I would say that every tester should have experience of manual testing, because it gives the basic knowledge of testing, basic principles, and then automation gives one level of ahead testing experience. As a tester, there is now singular importance as the manual or automation testing, because both are just steps of growth in your testing career. Then, but the main point is how to become a good tester. Now, I will give the consolidated answer of today's discussion topic, which is automation is a must have or good to have. So, I would like to say that automation is good to have, because it is a forward step towards growth of your testing skills, but that doesn't mean that you are a completely accomplished tester. Someone told me that once you are a good tester, you can also be a good automation tester, and I also believe. Let me give you an example which we already discussed in our TTC group. So when you are going to buy a car, we do buy a car just because it has manual gear or automation gear? No. You'll look into overall features also, which is like seats, looks, it is spacious or not, the average speed, mileage, etc. Is the trend for manual gear cars gone? No, absolutely not. Still, people buy manual gear cars nowadays. Some applies for testers also. What is more important is that how to be a good tester and his or her testing qualities. There is no comparison between manual or automation. Automation gives you more benefits than manual. So isn't it obvious, because it's a higher stage than manual? So what is more important? Are you a good tester or not? Yes, these all things define your testing growth. So before all these things, first you should be a good tester, which means you should have some qualities, like you should have understanding of software, how it works, understand the priorities, your communication skills. You should have great analytic skills. You should able to correlate real-time scenarios with different perspectives. You should need to understand requirements very deeply and thoroughly. And how good are you in planning of your test strategies? As a good tester, these all things also you should know. And I want to say that doesn't mean you do not need to learn automation. we should always keep learning new things. Those are all steps towards your growth. It always adds plus point in your growth, but the main base is your testing skills and how good are you a tester. This means there are a lot of testers who have manual as well as automation skills. Both those skills give them better opportunities. We can't say that without automation there is no opportunity. Right now, I'm working as a software QA manual tester and also parallelly learning automation because I want to upgrade my skills. But as a manual tester, also there are not just testing test cases. There are also a lot of other activities which needs to manage, perform as a manual tester. So manual tester also has a hard job to do all these things. So one again, I want to say automation is good to have because it adds a plus point in your growth. That's it. I want to thank to Brijesh, Himani, Faze, and Tititians who gave me this opportunity because I did this first time and express my thoughts. So thank you so much.